Hello there, Ray here, and today I will be showing you guys a upgraded version of my simple seagrass farm. This farm will allow you to be able to AFK and get seagrass. In the snapshot, you cannot use a dispenser to bone meal the ground and get seagrass to grow. So the way that I got it to work is that I have a player with some bone meal in his offhand, and he will place it over here. Then he will be holding down not only his right click to place on the bone meal, but also his left click to remove the seagrass with shears. This will allow it to be harvested and be placed down in this chest here. Now there is a problem with this because if you hold down both right and left, after a while your player will just try to use his attack button and try to break the block. So what I have is a trapdoor that's over here where the player will be aiming, and when the trapdoor is opening and closing, this will allow him to refresh where he's trying to break the block. So I'm trying to break this trapdoor, but then it will flicker, and this will reset it. So I'm able to place down the bone meal up against the trapdoor, then it'll flicker, and then I'll be able to remove the seagrass that's in front of my face. And I also put in a dispenser system over here, which will dispense out bone meal, which will replenish the player's bone meal stack in his offhand. And any extras that you can't pick up will be picked up with the hoppers and recycled. Typically, the player will be able to pick up all of it, except for maybe like 1 out of every 20. In this case, the hopper would pick it up. The seagrass farm is pretty simple to use. You just turn it on by hitting this lever up here. You stand up on top of this bottom slab. Then you have the shears in your main hand and bone meal in your offhand. And then the new bone meal will refill it. Aim up at this trapdoor here. Hold down right click to plant. Then you also hold down left click, and then you can put some weights on these. This will allow you to be able to do both actions at once. And pretty much you just sit there and AFK. Now the only thing that you're going to run out of is your durability on your shears way before you run out of bone meal, as you can refill the bone meal as much as you want. So you can choose to have like unbreaking on your shears to make it last longer, or even mending, and you can hook this up with a farm that gives you XPs. This way you can get an ability to repair your shears while you're also running the farm. That, or you can set up a system to dispense you out a new shears every so often. The build itself is quite small, being 3 by 3 by 4 blocks tall, and there's pretty simple to build up as well. You see there's just a piston here that pushes in this observer clock. It pretty much activates it, comes over here and will power this dispenser or dropper and another dropper down below. There's also this trapdoor here which prevents the bone meal that comes out of this dropper from going over here, which would be picked up by the hopper minecart, and there's this lever that holds it in place. And there's a hopper here. Over here is where the player will plant in the seagrass, and then we just have a hopper minecart underneath which will pick it up, put it into this hopper, and put all the items into there. So it's really simple and it gets the job done. This farm will produce about 8,000 seagrass per hour. There's a couple annoying bugs to do with seagrass that are still in the snapshot. One of them is that dispensers can't put out bone meal onto the ground and produce seagrass. And another one is that if you have a seagrass which is small and becomes big, you're not able to place down another seagrass pretty much if there is 2 high worth of water instead of just being 1 high, and that's why I had to limit this to just being 1 water instead of 2. So unlike my old design, this one you won't be able to get 2 high seagrass, to just get 1 high. There's also another bug to do with water. When you put water in a too high hole and then you remove the top block, then it also removes the bottom one. And I'll put links down in the description to all these bugs. And I highly recommend you guys go ahead and upvote them, because with these bugs fixed, it'll make 1.13 a lot nicer. A simple AFK automatic farm to give you all that lovely seagrass. Thank you guys for watching, and if you guys found this interesting, show me with a like, as well as share this with others. And if you guys want to see more contraptions like this for the 1.13 snapshots, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell button. Tell me what you guys think about this contraption down in the comments. Bye-bye.